What's our topic, Ryan?
Our topic is personality.
Personality. Oh, everyone's got one of those.
Everyone's got one.
Okay, well, you guys are going to learn a lot about us and our personality.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, number 1. Please describe yourself in 3 key words or sentences.
Oof. Extroverted.
Okay.
Loud. Caring.
Caring?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, well, for me, it could be a sentence word. I'm Canadian.
Okay.
So that's a lot of my identity. Funny.
I was literally about to say, if you don't say funny, you're very funny.
Yeah, I'm funny. And then emotional.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very like an empath.
Yeah.
So like I could pick up on people's emotions, but also like I could get can get very emotional watching a cat video or someone crying on YouTube. Yeah.
Do you think people's personalities can be changed?
No. But I think some people's opinions can be changed, but their personality cannot be changed.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Because I feel like lots of people undergo personality change. Like I feel like I personally have undergone personality change.
But like the expression, like a tiger can't change its stripes.
That's true.
So people, they might go through a personality change, but I feel like some people just, slowly drift back to their original state.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like recently, I've tried to be more, sensitive, caring.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I already was, but I've tried to be more so understanding of things. Like if someone does something that really annoys me and pisses me off, I'm like, think about it from their perspective.
Yeah.
Why? And then those kinds of things. So I feel like in that sense, my personality has changed a bit.
Okay, yeah. I guess you swayed me, but the process takes a lot longer. It's not something that happens overnight.
Yeah, no, definitely.
A personality change, it takes a long time, gradual.
Yeah.
Things.
Definitely.
Yeah, as you open up yourself to more people and try to put yourself in their shoes.
Mm.
Yeah. Number 3.
Is there a person or an event that helps shape who you are at present?
Oh, good. So, wow, this might be a deep hole. So, like, I was always the loser, the outcast in high school.
Same.
But, like, I actually, my brother had a nerdy friend.
Oh.
And him and I kind of had like common interests, even though he was like 4 years older than me.
Okay.
He invited me out to live action role playing, LARPing.
LARPing.
And so from that, like I found basically my group of friends. So
that's nice.
Yeah. So I found people that were very in the same line. We had common interests: music, games, pop culture. So from that, like going to this LARPing thing, I've met more people that have similar ideas than mine, and that really changed me. And it also, like, from that point, I became more extroverted.
Extroverted, yeah.
How about yourself?
I think probably my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's quite a typical thing to say, but my parents are very chill. Mm-hmm. And I mean really chill for parents of like a young black boy from South London. Like they're very... whatever I want to do, I'm allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Because I think by them giving me that freedom, I didn't ever overstep any boundaries. Mm-hmm. So, like, I mean, my mum would always just say to me, like, even if I was studying, like, go to this party, go to this, go to that. Mm-hmm. I think also as well, like, I was also quite bullied in school. Mm-hmm. And I had really nice friends around me. Like, one thing that I do, like, which is one of my passions, is dancing. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I started dancing was because I wanted to go and have milkshakes after school, and my friends told me that unless we all went to this dance class, they wouldn't go with me.
Oh,
so
wow.
Then I was like, okay, I'll come to the stupid dance class. And then like years later, I was like really enjoying it, doing so much because of it. So it was nice. But
yeah, well, that's interesting how like these little things like shape how the people we are today.
It's the paradox.
Yeah. Number 4. Which is better, growing up in a good home environment but poor, or growing up rich but in a bad home environment?
Oh, not the mental health discussion.
So like, my family, we were middle class.
Okay.
Yeah, but I had a good home, and like people, like my parents are also very chill. They're very understanding. And my siblings, like we fought, but it like right now, like we have our family relationships like amazing.
Oh, that's good. Lovely.
Like, yeah, like, and my parents didn't get divorced. They still love each other after 50 years. So like I have an amazing upbringing, and even though there wasn't money there, sometimes you know there was spaghetti for dinner once a week because that was pretty cheap.
Yeah, I mean I think the same. Like I grew up relatively like I had like we were poor sometimes, had money sometimes. Yeah, it was never. But I always knew that my parents and my family loved me. I've got two sisters, but they're actually my half-sisters. Okay. So I've never, ever lived with them. Yeah. So that also makes, like, quite a vast difference. And my sisters even actually say that quite often. But yeah, I've always grown up being able to essentially say what I want. One of my Korean friends actually recently, he was driving me somewhere and I was on the phone to my mum. And when I was talking to her, he was like, I really envy the relationship you have with your mum. And I was like, why? And he was like, because I would just never speak to my mum like that because I literally picked up the phone. I was like, hi, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you'll never guess what happened to me. And I like rambled on about something. He was like, I just couldn't do that with my mum. And I was like, oh, I guess like these kind of things make you realize how lucky you are. Yeah, yeah. So I think you and I wouldn't trade my family for any amount of money in the world. So same. Yeah, so I'd rather live it. Yeah. Good home environment, but be poor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So question 5, what makes you happy? What makes you happy? So what makes me happy a lot is, well, at home I have a Persian cat, so that's my go-to if I'm feeling bad. I could just go to my cat, pet him, like going, oh, you're a beautiful boy, aren't you? And he starts purring, and that makes me happy. So that's a simple thing. Meeting friends. As well as like you and I are actors too, so getting a good opportunity, getting for a good role or being on set, and having that outlet, and just being able then to tell the story about it later. What makes me happy? I like seeing my friends and family happy and healthy. I don't know, since my grandmother was always very ill when I was young, but she was always happy, and she always was just very excited to see my cousin and I, because we were her only grandchildren, happy doing anything. And the older I get, the more I realise that is so nice to see. And it sounds really weird, but it's because I'm only young, but like when I see someone really smiling and enjoying themselves, oh my God, the serotonin it gives me, I love it. Like, I will bounce around in the club with people I don't know because they are so excited for me to be there and be in that same space and environment. And I love that kind of energy. So, also like something else I'm excited when I see a couple and they do this kind of cute public display of affection. I'm like, oh, that's fucking adorable. like just like the hand play and all that stuff. Yeah. That makes me happy. But now we jump to number 6. What makes you angry? Lots of things, actually. Give me an example. I don't know. What's your pet peeve? I don't like it when people talk about things that they don't know or understand, and they think they're sounding really educated. It just pisses me off to no extent. I would rather you just be quiet, actually. And when people talk and they are absolutely not about what they have said, and like posers, when like chat shit get hit, I will hit you because I just find I hate, if people say something and then they start this whole thing and then someone brings it up. I never said that. No, because you did. Yeah. Let's remember now. Yeah. And I will expose you. And when you say, I have the receipts, and people might think I'm absolutely foul for that. I love that expression. I have the receipts. Because there's evidence. There's text messages. And I might be considered absolutely foul, but I'd rather be considered foul and everyone knows where they stand with me than never at all, because I think that's actually one thing my dad is always about. Sometimes people really don't like my dad. Yeah. When my dad's like, listen, I'd rather everyone hate me, but know that I also hate them. Yeah. Than have people pretend to like me and me pretend to like them. Yeah, my dad has a similar personality too. He's like, you know what? You can hate me, but I don't really care. But you have to be public about that. Like, don't talk shit behind your walls. Like, if you have a problem with me, tell me you have a problem with me. One thing that makes me angry, and this tails onto what makes me happy, my cat. So my cat, when he just starts crying and being a cat, he'll be like on the other side of my apartment and just go, wow, wow. Or especially like when I'm trying to sleep in the morning, and like at 8:30, he just like,
he'll might like from his spot, he just starts crying for attention, or as well as like now, like I have to like I give him like a liter of water every day, but he's got like it's too pritzy, and now I have to change that water every day. So at 8, like he always cries in the morning that he wants fresh water. So fresh water. I'm like, okay, here's some fresh water. I'm like half asleep, and then he drinks his water, he goes pee, and then he starts crying. And I go, oh yeah, I forgot. Here's fresh food. So and then I'm sleeping for them, and they're wow, and like oh, you want attention? I forgot. Okay,
come here. Grab.
So that makes me angry. And so like when I'm very tired, and he starts to cry, I just yell, noisy. Noisy. Number 7, do you have a way to find your own emotional stability? So like if you're like in a bad mood, do you have a way to bring yourself up?
I either listen to music or I just one thing I do sometimes, close my eyes. It sounds so stupid. Close my eyes, count to 10 and breathe. Okay. Because to be honest, it can actually be quite life-changing. Yeah. Especially with the amount that I overthink and get stressed and get anxious. I've come to realise that actually nothing in life is very serious. Especially like things like when my mum was sick and whatever, like I could die tomorrow. You have to take every day as it comes. Like there'll be things that really stress me out, and I'll hear them. And this applied to me when I was at university. Like I'd had so much to do. And I'd just be like, it will get done. Like I know it's going to get done. Like me now worrying about this, future me is not going to be worrying about this. Like I will have done it eventually. It's either going to get done or it's not going to get done. And I'm going to choose a path. Yeah.
I don't lose my temper really. So I don't need the whole countdown in my head. If I'm feeling down, like a go-to thing is like watching something like a good like video on YouTube, or even going out for some delicious food. Can really change your mood very easily. Yeah, so that's how I can like even out my emotions in case I'm in a dark area.
Just turn it around. What do you like? Question 8. What do you like?
I like people. I like stories. So I like getting information that interests me.
It's one of those things. Talking to people is really nice, like interacting, spending time. It's lovely.
I just like living off the cuff too.
I do as well.
I like my life that it is, even though it's not how I would picture it. If I close my eyes, it's still an amazing life.
Exactly. Very grateful for every day that comes. Because it's really nice. It's true. What are your strengths?
My strengths? Me, like I'm creative. I'm funny, spontaneous. I'm also an empath. I'm good with emotion and reading people's emotions, even trying to change their emotions.
I think same. I am quite sociable. I can make a mood. That is one thing I can do, is make a mood. And I can also break a mood. So that's like a weakness, but it comes from the strength. One of my strengths I didn't realize too is that I'm a people person. I'm able to bring groups of people together. Yes, and it's a very important skill to have. Because
when I go back to Canada, all these friends that used to hang out together,
they don't hang out without you.
Without me there,
you're the glue, right? Very important.
Do you feel that way?
I feel that way because some of my friends, I went back to England in December. They were like, "Oh, we haven't seen each other in like a year since you left," and I was like, "Well, there's the link." Yeah.
You don't realize your presence
until it's gone.
Number 10. How can we combine your likes and strengths?
Doing things that you enjoy inside of work, outside of work, everyday life that incorporate the things that you like, because you find the things that you're strong at or your strengths often come from the things that you like. Like if you like people, you tend to be sociable. Right. But if you don't like people, you tend to be not so sociable. And also like things like if you like people and you're sociable, you might help other people to be sociable, because not all the time everything is about benefiting yourself. You can introduce friends to other friends and they might get along really well, and you think, right, that is a match made in heaven and I did that and that's great for them.
Like even I like pizza. And because I like pizza, I have a lot of knowledge, so that's one of my strengths. So I can talk about pizza all the time and different things. Though I'm not a cook, but I have like discussion about pizza too.
You know what you like, and that's
I know what I like, and then we
exactly.
have like because I like it, I got more knowledgeable in that thing, as well as like things that just I do naturally. Like it grows and grows just the more I flex this muscle.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Not intentional.
And finally, how do you want to spend the rest of your life?
I would like to live outside of a suitcase, like just travel around.
Oh my God, that sounds like my idea.
I feel like, well, right now, my apartment I live in, I've been in there for 10 years.
Okay.
And I feel like I want to move, but I just want to be like, travel around the world, live out of a suitcase. I know it sounds bad. But I want to move around.
You don't necessarily mean just one suitcase, but you mean more of a nomadic lifestyle.
Yeah, nomadic.
Yeah.
Like that's why even I enjoy this lifestyle as a entertainer too.
It does take you many places.
Yeah.
I think.
How about you?
I think I just want to be happy. Obviously, I'd like to earn money, but it doesn't have to be loads. I think as long as every day I think, I had a good day. I try and think before I go to sleep, how has today been?
Okay.
And it's quite nice because most of the time I'll be like, it's a good day. It was a good day.
You're a very positive person.
Yeah, I like to
You like to reflect a lot.
Yeah, I think because otherwise it can really be like, oh God. Like, you know, when you have a day where something goes wrong, like you were saying, the rule of three or whatever, something goes bad.
Yeah.
And you can kind of be stuck on that one thing. But then in the grand scheme of things, you might have had that one small blip, but like you might have had some really good conversations, had some really good food, like all of those things. You have to think about those too.
Yeah, again, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good life to live.
Yeah, just
All
happy.
Right. Well, that concludes our topic of personalities. Okay, I hope you guys learned a lot about me and Ryan.
Yeah.
If you have further questions about culcom and their location, you can visit them on their website at culcom.co.kr. I've been Jeff.
I've been Ryan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.